Hello and welcome to Just Figure Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at Neca Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn Ultimate Ash Figure. Stay tuned. And here we have the packaging for the figure. As you can see on the front, it shows the poster and the logo of the movie. On the side, just says NECA, Real Toys, along with Evil Dead, Dead by Dawn. And on the back, we get a couple pictures of the figure and a little bio of the character's story. After a relaxing cabin vacation doesn't go as planned, Ash is left with 3 dead friends, an undead girlfriend, and an evil, angry spirit on the loose. As nightfall approaches, Ash must prepare to begin the battle, the legions of damned, if he wants to make it to dawn. Now this is one of the cool things NECA does with a lot of their Ultimate figures, as well as Retro line, is that they have this window where you could see the figure, all the accessories, as well as some art. Really, really cool. Makes this piece very displayable. Alright, with that being said, let's get into it. And here we have Ashley Williams, Deadite Slayer. And boy oh boy, NECA did a bang out job with this figure. I mean, of course it's almost a reproduction of the original NECA Farewell to Arms Ash, but they added immensely better articulation, as you can see in the legs, and the face sculpts are way better. They look a lot more like Bruce Campbell. The other one had the problem of having like way too much mascara or black paint around the eyes. This one just has enough to keep the eyes accentuated, but it still looks amazing. My favorite part about this is, like, it's really hard to pick up on camera, but let's see if I can try. There's like this little stitching all across the figure, and it's actually in the sculpt. It's amazing, and you could just feel the, I don't even know, it's the texture just feels awesome. It feels like a small little pair of coarse jeans. It's really, really cool. The paint is amazing. It looks amazing. But let's get to the thing that you would probably want to watch, is for the articulation, right? So for the head, it's on a ball joint, but it's kind of hindered by the hair up here. And that's about it. The range of motion ranges about like that. You could look that way, you could look that way. That's about as far as you could look up. And that's about as far as you can look down, and you can look straight. Are on a hinge and a peg, so they go all the way out. That's as far as they go out. They can't go up because they're hindered by the shirt. They swivel, and then the elbow is, I think, a hinge and a peg as well. So it bends at the elbow, bends at about 80-degree angle, and then swivels at the elbow. The wrists are on ball joints, which is really cool, but the sleeves kind of hinder the motion, but you still could get a good bit of motion out of these figure. I mean, obviously, there's no hand over here to try, but the legs are on a very weird, it's a hinge peg ball joint type leg. It's very weird. So the range of movement goes from, he could go that far, kicking forward, and the cool thing is these pant tops are a little bit of latex, bendable latex. So as he bends, it kind of bends with his legs, so he could get a little bit more range of motion. His leg goes that far back, And his knee bends at about, yeah, about a 90-degree-ish angle, almost. And his leg, or his foot, is on a hinge, and there is a little bit of ankle pivot, but not a whole lot. It's pretty much hindered by it may be on a ball joint, is what it may be on, but it's hindered a little bit by the pant leg, so you can't get a whole lot of movement out of it, but there is some there. Okay. Not to mention that he also has a swivel and a little bit of crunch, but not a whole lot at the waist. As for accessories, he comes with the Ash Deadite head that you could just pop on and give him his zombified look. Really great sculpt, and the paint is amazing on this thing. Love how they make the hair glossy, but the face a little bit matte, except around the lips where it's a little bit glossy because there's blood and stuff. Really, really, really cool. Speaking of heads, they come with the most famous one of all, his girlfriend Linda. And she is crazy looking. Very amazing sculpt, though. Really, really well done. He also comes with the little bastard himself, the chopped off hand. Once again, the paint, I just can't get over how amazing it is. It's glossy in the little spots that are bit and cracked open where blood and pus and stuff would be. But it's matte, or there's a matte finish everywhere else. And it's just amazing the attention to detail that goes in this figure. We also have an attachable arm that comes with the bitten hand. So you could have Ash before he cuts off his hand, as well as a normal hand. So if you want to have Ash before he even found Linda and got bit by Linda, you can have that. And it just pops on here. Next up, we have the axe that Ash uses to kill some of the other Deadites in the house later on. Really, really cool. Has this nice green and black blood on it. Very, very nice. We also have the tape recorder that causes the whole problem in the first place. Nicely detailed. It's got all the bits and bobs even on the bottom. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We have the second little bastard himself, the Necronomicon. Very, very well detailed for such a small little accessory. And finally, we have the trusty boomstick. And it's really, really well done. The paint, there's almost like a little bit of sparkling paint. It's really hard to pick up on the camera, but there's a bit of glitter on the paint to almost make it look like a matte finish on metal. And it's really, really cool. And I like how the silver right here is starting to rub off. So it looks very weathered. Really, really nice. So with all that being said, I'm definitely going to have to give this figure a 10 out of freaking 10. It is amazing. Not only is it just great to have this figure again, because God, have these figures gone up in price, but it's also amazing the amount of detail and extra articulation that Neca put into this figure. It's just wonderful. A definite must-have if you're a horror movie fan or you're a fan of the Evil Dead series, by far. This has been Just Figures, reviewing the Neca Ultimate Ash Evil Dead figure. have. And not only is it awesome, oh, titties.